concept of making one that comes after it. We, without giving too much away, the ending, to me at least, feels very finite. And if the audience loves the film, we'll rack our brains and try and figure out a way to bring it back if we're lucky enough to be in that position. But at this point, this movie stands on its own.
My next question is with Derek. Kane Hodder's the only actor that's ever played the part more than once. Do you have any interest in doing it again?
It depends upon how this turns out. If everyone digs it, and I would love to come back. I grew up being a fan of the character, and it was one of my kind of like life goals. I'm like, someday I would love to play Jason, and it's an absolute treat and dream come true that I get to play them. So yeah, if people dig it, I would love to come back. And if the producer family.
I don't know if you can tell from the trailer, but I will say that he is an absolutely incredible Jason. I've seen the movies, and I've seen a little bit of this, and just having filmed with him, there's a whole new level of scare instead of just, I'm big and I've got a weapon, and it feels very real. Like you said, it's based in reality. It's not just like, there's the slow walking guy that's gonna find us. Now you feel like, oh my God, like this guy's the real deal and he's after me, and it's a very real, raw scare. It's not just like, oh, we're gonna turn around, he's gonna be there. It's like, I'm fighting. It's like the difference between fighting a hippo and fighting a lion. You feel like that lion's gonna get me wherever I go, It's not like, I'll just get out of the water. So, yeah. Friday the 13th will be lucky to have Derek back.
Since Michael Bay is directing this or whatever, is there going to be a freeway chase? Is there going to be a freeway chase and explosions and flips and
I didn't realize Michael Bay directed it, and I just shot it.
Yeah, there is some bumblebees in the movies.
No,
of course not.
With the sea of horrible remakes out there, I have to say you guys make the best ones. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
My question is, are you going to do any more sequels to some of these remakes, and what other remakes do you have in the pipeline?
Well, again,
Saturday the 14th with Jared Padalecki.
Listen, we'd love to go back, and we'd love to go back to Crystal Lake and make another one of these. We had a great time. Obviously, our cast is amazing, and all these people on this, we would want to work with these guys again. We have some other remakes that we are working on. Obviously, we've talked about The Birds. We're remaking The Birds. And what else are we working on? What else? I think that's it right now. That's pretty much it. So, but yes, we're looking for great horror properties to remake that we. And we've been trying to make a deal to remake Nightmare on Elm Street. But we haven't made the deal yet. So we're close. I hear you, I hear it all the time.
I have questions for Jared and Amanda. Was it really physically demanding to do a part like this? And Jared, was it a real stretch for you from Supernatural, which kicks ass, by the way?
Thank you, man. Thank you. Amanda, I'm sure, has a very interesting answer to this question, so I'll make mine short. It was a stretch, A, and B, for me, it was absolutely physically demanding. Let's hear what Amanda has to say.
It was physically and I think emotionally demanding, but going into it, I kind of looked at it as an endurance game, knowing that what was going to be asked of us as actors. But it was definitely worth it. It was a great group of people to work with, so I enjoyed it for the challenges that it really set forth for all of us.
There were times when I know I woke up and I was like, who kicked my ass? I was like, oh, I just filmed yesterday, but you're sore, and yeah, it's not like, oh, my life is so bad, I'm in a movie, but it's definitely, when you get from doing one fight scene and you're just dead and you want to go to sleep, and you're shooting from like 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. because you're shooting in the nighttime, and so you wake up at noon because the sun's coming in and you're like, I'm not rested enough, and the sun's up, and so I'm up, and then you're going to shoot another 12 hours of running around and fighting, and Derek's a big guy. So yeah, it's very physically demanding.
I also think that you don't realize how much your body can take. Like when you're in it, you don't feel it, and then when you wake up the next day and realize how, many times you were thrown around the day before and how your body is suddenly not working the same way that it was the day before.
I was really impressed by you two. A lot of times they had stunt doubles also, but a lot of them they didn't want to use the stunt doubles, and I physically manhandled each of them and beat the crap out of them. They were no negative words at all. They were like, yeah, let's keep going, man. Like, well, we can get your double. And like, no, it'll look better with me. That's what the fans want. You can show the shot, so let's do it. And so I completely respect that.
Hi, I just wanted to know if you're going to be exploring Jason's childhood or his past in the movie to see how he became who he is.
Go ahead.
We do explore it in the film. Yes.
Briefly. It's not an origin movie.
Hi, my name's Eddie. First of all, thank you very much for bringing back Jason to the big screen. Okay, my question is, given the vast amount of material that you guys are going to cover in this film, how long is it going to be?
3 hours. We try and keep our films around 90 minutes, somewhere in that range. And although we're not there now, that's where we're hoping to get it.
I think we only have time for 1 or 2 more questions.
Make it good.
I just want to ask Amanda, was it hard not to fall into the typical damsel in distress?
At times, yeah. I think that the character also, it is what it is, but I don't know. It was hard at times to not fall into that, but I tried to just keep it as real as possible. Thanks.
Hi. Was wondering if you had considered using cameos from any of the cast members from the earlier Friday the 13th films.
I think that in doing that, we would probably be taking the audience out of the film, and we're trying to create our own kind of thing here and separate ourselves from those films, just because it's a different story and different people. And I thought that by bringing it back, probably would take the audience out of the movie for a second, so we chose not to do that.
After this